It's fun. It's the Moss Minute.
Welcome to the Moss HR Minute. I'm Nicole Moss, co-founder of Moss Consulting, where we help business owners solve the people and operational challenges shaping today's workplace. On this show, we sit down with leaders, experts, and entrepreneurs to uncover the real issues business owners face and how to tackle them with modern solutions. I'm joined today by Alyssa Chavez, who is our HR manager here at Moss Consulting. She supports clients across multiple industries with payroll accuracy, compliance, recruiting, employee relations, onboarding, HRIS management, and building efficient HR systems. Here's how this show works. I'll ask Alyssa 5 questions that business owners are struggling with right now, and she'll give an answer in 1 Moss minute, just 60 seconds, and then we'll go deeper together. Let's jump in. Are you ready for question 1?
I guess I gotta be.
Okay, here we go. Question 1. What are the biggest payroll mistakes that small to medium-sized businesses make? The kind that cost money, credibility, or even legal trouble. Walk us through that in 1 Moss minute.
1 minute. I think what I see with small and medium businesses are a lack of process coming into the payroll. So that is what is going to give you issues once payroll's paid out. Misclassifications, overtime errors. And then from there also we see tax issues. So multi-state tax issues come up a lot. A lot of our clients have employees who have moved outside of the state. And when employees move outside of the state, there needs to be a process where we also register with the correct tax agencies. So that has become an issue, and it can become very costly. It can cause you to have to pay multiple payments in chunks instead of have a process where it was taken care of before. So having a process in place and making sure you're supporting your out-of-state employees, I think is a big one.
Perfect. And that's an under 1 Moss minute.
Woohoo!
Crushed it.
Crushed it. Alyssa, are you ready for question 2?
I feel weird. I don't know what to say.
We'd be like, no. I'll just say question 2. Okay. Okay, question 2. From your experience, what does a business owner need to understand before hiring outside of their home state? Can you break that down for us in 1 Moss minute?
In 1 minute. I think when hiring outside of your home state, in terms of thinking of the whole life cycle, employee life cycle, you're going to consider hiring outside of your state, bringing them in to your company's culture and making sure that transition is seamless.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a certain culture in your state and maybe theirs is different and you want to incorporate that, you have to be careful on how you do that, how you introduce them to the team, and how you have your remote team and your on-site team collaborate, because you want to make sure everyone is in a collaborative environment. I think you also have to remember you're setting up payroll for an employee in a different state, and that means setting up taxes with a new state agency. That gets missed easily because you're excited about hiring a new employee, but you forget they have different taxes. And then you also have to consider any offboarding or terminations for someone in a different state is going to be different across the board. There's different final payday laws. So you got to think about all of that when you're when you're hiring an employee outside of the state.
Yeah. Question 3. What is the most important HR system or process that a small business could build first? So before they even think about buying software, explain that in 1 Moss minute.
In 1 minute, I think small, medium businesses really need to have a solid onboarding plan in place. Without that, you're going to be out of compliance. You're not going to have a seamless transition into bringing on new employees.
Mm-hmm.
And putting you out of compliance can be really, really costly.
Yep.
And it's really simple to build out a process for this. And we do it all the time. We come in, teams are growing, companies are growing, and we put in a simple process to bring on your new employees. It's easy for the employee side. It's easy for the employers coming in, and it makes it compliant, simple, and it doesn't cost you fines down the line.
Woohoo!
Okay. Question number 4. Big number 4. What is the biggest recruiting misconception you see among business owners right now? Give us your perspective in 1 Moss minute.
I think a misconception that comes with recruiting is that you're just posting the job and waiting. So really, it's going to be a lot more than that. We really have to take a look at your needs. We really have to take a look at your team and what you're trying to fill.
Yeah.
And that's where we come in and we think strategically with you. We talk about the job description, the pay, of course, compensation, the whole total package that we're offering. And we really create a process that's going to be attractive to candidates, that's going to bring in good candidates, and that's going to keep them. And that's going to keep them and bring them to be, a large part of your team. I think also a small misconception might be that you have to pay a huge commission on every employee that you bring in. At Moss Consulting, we're only going to charge by the hour. So if we find a great candidate quickly, you're not going to pay a huge commission on that. You're only paying for the hours we put into it.
Woohoo!
Question number 5, our final one. Out of everything you've seen, Alyssa, what is the most overlooked HR risk that small business owners don't notice until it becomes a real problem? Sum that up for us in 1 Moss minute.
I think a huge overlooked risk right now that we're seeing across the board is I-9s and having those out of compliance. It's really easy to make that mistake. It's really easy to get that process wrong, and it's very costly. It can be north of $2,200 for each employee. But it's also very easy to keep that in compliance and really easy to be proactive about that and having a process in place when you're hiring, whether it's a couple people, whether you're bringing on a huge new team, you need to make sure that process is in place because it'll cost you down the line if it's not.
Woohoo!
Alyssa, thank you for joining us on the Moss HR Minute. Your insight into payroll accuracy, compliance, HR systems, recruiting, and early stage HR structuring is exactly what small and medium-sized business owners need to hear. If you'd like to connect with Alyssa, she supports business owners who need help fixing payroll problems, building efficient HR systems, managing compliance, and hiring the right people. You can reach her at alyssa@mossconsulting.com. And if you are a business owner needing on-site HR recruiting, payroll support, or help with employee issues, visit mossconsulting.com or book time with me using the link below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.
Thanks.
It's fast, it's fun, it's the Moss Minute. Got a business challenge, dive right in it. Answer sharp, they'll save you cash. Nicole brings the wisdom and opinions clash.